the late adopter. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Trading Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and we gotta do a trade, guys. We gotta do a trade. We're gonna find something. Everything looks nice and dandy. It looks good. You know, a little bit up. We are below some kind of moving averages and stuff like that. You know, it always looks like it's gonna dump down, but the fact that we are not dumping down is actually very good for us. It's actually very good for us. Let me see up here. DXY is a little bit down at 112, so you know we're also gonna look at what's happening with dollar index. We're gonna look at what's happening with stonks, and we're also gonna look at what's happening with oil, because I know oil is gonna affect certain stuff. We're also gonna talk about the, you know, this big news about Credit Suisse, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about that. And it's not a big deal. I'm gonna tell you also why. How's everybody doing in chat, guys? How's everybody doing in chat? Tired legs, dobro jutro. How you doing, man? Dobro jutro. Crypto Russ, good morning. Bjornar, good morning. Vaše Herman, vaše. Bobbly Fat, we gotta know, man, we gotta know. John, morning, everyone, morning. The Phaser, morning. Credit Suisse, everyone. Yeah, Credit Suisse. We're gonna talk about it. Anne-Marie, morning, Anne-Marie. How you doing? Shorty BNB, let's see what happens. You're gonna get wrecked. Haha. Gyrov, morning, how you doing? Jump, I find using indicator Linreg very helpful. It gives trend with support and resistance levels on any time frame. Anyone else using it? I will check it out, man. I'll check that. I'm always interested in, you know, some kind of new indicators that might actually be of help. So you know, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at it and we'll see if it's any good or not. John Barker, good evening from Oz. Good evening, Joe Barker. Dutch Ring Racing, good morning, good morning. What's up? What's up, Dutch Ring Racer? What time does the live start? Right now. Any price action, only traders here, not only traders, people are mostly here just to see, you know, what's happening with Bitcoin. But you know, we're gonna do a trade. Mladen is in the chat, Garrett is in the chat, good morning, how you doing, guys? Massimo Umili, hello. Will we see a squeeze up and the market opens? Eventually, the crypto market is always open. The short squeeze, you know, the short capitulation phase, I explained this, you know, a couple of days ago. I think it was, you know, Wednesday or Thursday or something like that, how this actually happens. So there will be a big move towards upside. Once this happens, that's the short squeeze, that's the you know, that's this you know, short capitulation phase. Once this capitulation phase, the accumulation phase is, you know, basically done, but it's not happened yet, so you know, we are waiting for that. Morning from Australia, sorry, from Cyprus. Alex is in the chat. Abby, morning. Tila, morning. Stanko, Oila, I don't know. Are we long or short today? I think we are long. Nice Spurs, morning, all morning. How everybody is doing? There we go, guys. That's the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button, and let's start and see what's happening in Bitcoin right now. As you can see here, Bitcoin is below all of the moving averages here on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, we are still below the moving averages. On the weekly time frame, we are. It's not loading up. We are still below the moving averages. It doesn't look that bad on either time frame. We still got you know, big bullish divergence up here on the weekly. The weekly momentum is still going towards the upside over here. The weekly momentum on the MACD is still going towards the upside, so you know, it does look okay. It does look okay. Even this candle down here, yes, you know, previous weekly candle over here did close down here, but you know, we still not dumping now because there is huge divergence up here, and this actually looks like it's just, you know, getting ready to do another move, something like this maybe, and then go towards the upside. So you know, there might be, you know, more sideways movement to come. Chat69 is in the chat. Hi, Chat69, my best subscriber and viewer. How you doing, man? There we go. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Over here on the daily time frame, of course, we are still below the moving averages, but we had some kind of you know, shoe pattern up here that broke towards the upside. We are still creating some kind of higher highs over here, so it's all good. We did break the trend a little bit up here towards the downside, so you can see over here we did break towards the downside, but it doesn't have to mean that we're gonna fall down. The fact that we are still not, you know, just you know, dumping down on the downside is actually very good. You will see this all the time. There will be some kind of, you know, moving average up here, moving average up here. You will break that moving average towards downside, but you won't dump. That actually shows strength in the price, because oftentimes when you do break some important levels, you know, you go towards downside. So you know, we are not below important levels, and we are, you know, still not dumping towards downside. Chat69 doesn't love you like we love you. Yeah, it's a different kind of love. It's a different kind of love, but it's all love. It's all love. I made a video yesterday about you know, important levels of support, and the first one is 18.8, as you can see down here, and the second one is down here at 18.4. So you know, those are major levels of support that I'm looking at. If we fall below these levels, you know what's gonna happen next. There is definitely a, you know, a trend line down there, but if we fall below these two levels, and there will be a trend line below us as well. If we just lose everything towards the downside, then we get a dump, but the dump is still not happening. So right now I'm in no fear or anything like that. You know, there is no problem. There is no problem over here on the charts. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. There are some very nice lines on the charts. I'm gonna show you up here. I'm gonna show you also Mladen's channel up here. So previously we've been drawing something like this, I think, over here. This was the triangle that we have been you know, looking at, and you can see this triangle over here played out towards upside, came back in, managed to hold the you know, support line up here. You can see how nicely we hit this exact, you know, cross here on the bottom. So maybe we are at some kind of bottom right now, because if you just look at the bottom line down here, if you just look at the bottom line down here, we are actually holding the support very nicely. We are actually holding the support very nicely. Also, if you look at this bottom line down here, you can actually draw very nice channel up here, something like this over here. It's a very nice channel, and you can see right now that we are on the bottom of that channel. If you start losing the channel, start losing the, you know, the lines that I actually said that were actually decent support levels, then we can see a bigger dump towards the downside. So I wouldn't like to lose at least this trend line over here. I wouldn't like to lose this trend line over here, but it does look okay so far. Okay so far, and this might be just some kind of let me use the channel tool up here. Some kind of channel over here, which is very nice. So we are at the bottom. You cannot short this right now because you're at the bottom, so you gotta long it. So today there will definitely be a long position somewhere, and we're gonna look at it. We're also gonna look at our other trades that we did last time. I think that was on Friday or something like that. So we are on some kind of bottom. It doesn't look that bad. You know, maybe down here you can see here in the start over here there was little volatility, but right now volatility is actually increasing. So this looks like some kind of expanding wedge towards the downside, which should actually be bullish. So over here, you know, volatility right now is increasing. As we are approaching the support level up here, there will come some kind of breakout towards the upside or downside up here. I think the probability right now is towards the upside. You are on the support, you are in some kind of expanding wedge down here at the bottom. These expanding wedges often tend to break towards the upside. So everything right now, the way I see it, points into the direction towards you know, break towards the upside up here a little bit, and then we'll see how high we can actually go. 19.3 level up here has been for some reason very important level. I can see here, you know, in this trading area we've been coming to 19.3 a lot of times, so there is definitely something up here that's actually very important. So you know, as soon as we start, you know, breaking these moving averages towards the upside, this might actually start looking very good. It has come to my attention that because we only use 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 moving average on the charts, but it's come to my attention that a lot of people are looking at the 300 moving average on the downside. So this is the 300 moving average over here. This is the 300 moving average, and the 300 moving average right now is sitting at something like 17.6, give or take. But you can see right now that we are on that level right now. The previous, you know, the only previous time that we came even close to that was down here at Corona dump. We came to the 300 moving average on the weekly time frame. Never before have we been this far towards the downside, but we are indeed, in fact, holding something like 300 moving average right now. So you know, even you know, breaking below 300 moving average could be bad, but we are not there. You know, we are not there right now. So the way I see, yeah, very nice channel. Yeah, very nice channel, Mladen, very nice channel. So the way I see it, guys, I gotta admit, I was in big fear down here at the bottom. I was you know guys, I don't know where it was, but you know, down here I was in big fear. I was thinking about selling everything, and usually when I get this feeling, usually we are at some kind of bottom. But it was very scary, but right now it's not so scary yet. You know, something needs to happen for us to, you know, dump towards downside, but it did look very scary towards downside. So I wouldn't, you know, I was of the impression that we are just gonna break the support and dump down, but we did not do that, which gives me confidence that we are gonna go towards the upside. you know, larger time frames, and not large time, but larger time frames, like, you know, more time, like years, months, years, and stuff like that into the time. The way I see it, we are very much still into the accumulation phase. How this accumulation phase and when the accumulation phase will actually be finished, I don't know. But right now it's still accumulation phase based on technicals, based on you know, on-chain analysis and stuff like that. Like, I don't know anybody who's doing on-chain analysis, who's doing technical decent technical analysis, who's saying that this isn't some kind of accumulation phase. It's definitely accumulation phase. I wouldn't call this a redistribution phase after, you know, being up here. I wouldn't call this redistribution phase down here before if we fall down towards the downside. I'm still, you know, on the bandwagon of this being accumulation phase. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Okay, let's move a little bit on to the index right now. You can see up here we have been hitting the 150 line up here. I don't know how this line actually got moved towards the upside. Let's readjust it a little bit up here on the monthly time frame. Sorry, this is weekly, this is monthly. I think I moved the line a little bit up here, so let's fix that. Yeah, how was that over here? Yeah, it's actually up all the way up there, but no, we have been using this one up here. There we go. And you can see up here right now on the daily time frame, we came very close to that level right now, and, you know, extended towards the upside over here. And right now we are pulling back, but this pullback over here is, although it was kind of expected, we are still not below the very major support lines down here for this entire trend towards the upside. Even this line down here, you can see that down this week over here, we are not even below this trend towards the upside up here. It is nice move towards downside, and maybe we are below this very first 10 moving average over here towards downside, but we still need to break a lot, you know, stuff towards downside to, you know, be able to say that, you know, DXY is down. It did hit some kind of top, it did have a nice pullback, but, you know, will it actually, you know, pull back all the way down there, or will it break this 150, you know, multi-year, monthly resistance line towards the upside? Because if this breaks towards the upside, you know, you're gonna have a, you know, big bad stuff happening in the world, big bad stuff happening in the world. So DXY right now, you know, it's looking okay-ish on the way towards downside, but we need to see how this actually plays out in the long term. And if you just pull the line sideways up here, you won't know until end of October, right? You know, especially if this goes a little bit up here, something like that. Like, this can go to November, December, like, you know. But in the next 2 to 3 months, you will definitely know how this actually played out. So, you know, we are coming very close to figuring out whether we're gonna go up and down. There will are you on log chart? Yes, I'm actually on log chart up here. But it's the same chart, isn't it? The same chart. Okay, see up here on a normal chart, we hit the, you know, target up here. On the logarithmic chart is a little bit up there, but, you know, given what you take. So you know, in the next, I believe that, you know, by January we should know whether this was the bottom or not. By January we should know whether this is the bottom, because, you know, in the next 3 months you will know what's gonna happen up here, right? If this explodes towards the upside, you'll definitely know it in the next 2 to 3 months, and if this, you know, starts breaking downside, you're definitely gonna know in the next 2 to 3 months. So that's what I'm looking at. The stock markets are still pushing big time on the downside over here. This is daily time frame up here, still hitting down or sitting down some kind of support over here. There is a slight divergence up here on the charts. That might actually help us, you know, bounce up here. This is S&P 500. You'll also see that these two moves up here are losing momentum towards the upside. So it does look like it is getting ready. This you know, volume over here has actually been increasing on the towards the upside in this move. So it's actually not that good. But you know, there are definitely some signs that says that we might have a nice bounce towards the upside. So we are waiting to see that. Dow Jones also sitting on some kind of support on the downside again, and the Nasdaq is actually breaking everything. Maybe there is some kind of line that I've been unaware of. Maybe the line should go from these stops up here, something like that. You know, this looks also very nice. Maybe it's gonna, you know, maybe it's something like this over here where we're gonna go down, but it's still, you know, in the ballpark area of the support line, of the support. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here. 200 moving average. We actually managed to lose the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame up here. Dow Jones, we lost the 200 moving average, and on S&P 500 we are sitting on the 200 moving average. A little bit hard word to say, but you know, we are a little bit extended towards the downside. You know, there could definitely be a rally towards the upside, so we're gonna see that. We are not in bad shape. We are still on the support. The DXY doing, you know, okay-ish towards the downside. So we're gonna see how much it actually pulls back down. And Bitcoin right now is still consolidating. So not so bad. I think we're on some kind of support. We're gonna do a long trade very soon. So that is that. Oil, that was one more thing I want to talk about right now. Oil is up right now 4% up towards upside. It has had this, you know, falling what are you gonna call, falling wedge up here. You can see here this on the daily time frame. On Friday we went down. Right now we're coming right back up again. Right now we are creating maybe some kind of higher high over here, which is very nice. So maybe there will be some kind of breakout towards upside. I also read a news about, you know, OPEC thinking about you know, lowering the supply of oil, which means that price is going to go up. So I think that's why right now it's up 4% on that news. But as soon as this actually breaks towards the upside, it's actually going to be quite a big thing for oil. How this will affect, you know, interest rates and the market and stuff like that, I don't know, but you know, it's nice to know. So this big falling wedge up here, it's very nice falling wedge. It's very clear. So I'm very much on the upside on the oil. That said, gold and stuff like that, you know, a little bit unsure of what's gonna happen there. I haven't actually looked at that much. And the last thing I want to talk about is this Credit Suisse FUD. I'm gonna say it's FUD because it's happened before, guys. It's happened before. Now everybody is comparing this, you know, 2008 financial crisis. The bank is gonna go under, it's gonna pull everything. Can it do that? Yes, it can, guys, but it's not happened yet. There is a lot of right now, you know, news about Credit Suisse saying that, you know, they have this, they have that. You know, we don't know the actual, you know, financial statement. We actually know the financial statement, but you know, we are not most people that are spreading the news about Credit Suisse are not financially literate enough to actually understand what's actually going on and how they are going to come out. Also, you don't have any kind of inside information to know whether there will be deal tomorrow or not, or what's going to happen. Now, what I am comparing this to is Deutsche Bank. I don't know if you guys know, but there was this almost the same thing, you know, happening with Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank, there was almost the same thing happening with Deutsche Bank down here. Let me zoom out. So you can see down here when Deutsche Bank was, you know, collapsing towards downside over here. You know, there has been, and it was down at lows, was something like $5. It went up, you know, from being up here, you know, 2008 it was at 120.30. Right now it's right now worth only $5. Down here at the lowest was actually 5 down here. But people are saying how this is gonna collapse, how this is gonna, you know, start the next Tushback. Nobody cares about golds. So they were saying how this is gonna collapse, and there was so many news up here. This is 2019, guys. This is just before the bull market and stuff like that. But there was so much bad news about Deutsche Bank, and it just like right now, Credit Suisse. Maybe Credit Suisse is right now more legit news, more legit FUD that, you know, it might actually happen. But the way I see it, you know, people are gonna use that as some kind of a way to push the price down, or whatever they want to push the price down. They're still trying to create fear in the market, and that's all the thing it is. Now it might drop down, it might be something into that, but you know, I do not understand what's actually going on with Credit Suisse to, you know, tell you it's gonna go down. It's not gonna go down. Last time when Deutsche Bank was doing the same thing, you know, I used to look at, you know, their you know, balance sheet, this and that, you know, that, but it doesn't matter how many numbers I have and what I think of those numbers. There is some smarter person that's gonna come in and tell me, yeah, but you're missing this and you're missing that. So, you know, I'm not gonna try to do that. So I'm not gonna try to do that, but it's definitely some kind of form of FUD the way I see it right now. It might be something legit, but the way that it's pretty being spread into the crypto, you know, crypto world right now, I'm considering it's being used as a FUD. But it's this happened before, and you know, it's like China FUD, like, you know, some kind of other FUD, and it might go down, but you know, I don't know. So I'm not being affected by credit suits. You know, that something big is gonna happen there. When it happens, but you know, I'm in no position to say whether they, you know, or try to analyze the credit suisse company or something like that and figure out, you know, how they're gonna survive. Right now you see that Deutsche Bank is also on the way towards downside, so maybe, just maybe, Deutsche Bank is gonna collapse together with credit suisse right now. So there is that. So there is that. So, you know, credit suisse stuff, you know, not really worried about that. Not really worried about that. Look at 16.2 on the weekly as well, if you go that far. 16.2 on the weekly. What's happening on the 16.2? I don't know. I would probably need something like, you know, right off the bat, it's some kind of low down here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening up here, 16.2. I don't know what's happening down there, 16.2. But you know, 300 moving average is 300 you know, weekly moving average, so it's okay. Nice Sunday, Thomas. How you doing, man? Morning, I think today we can go up, but no later than 2 p.m. your time. From that time on, fear kicks in and we'll go down a bit. At 3 p.m, news FUD engine will push us in some direction for sure. You are very specific on the timing. I like that, man. Very specific on the timing. Fortunately, I got stuff to do at 2 p.m, so a little bit before that. A little bit before that. Now, John Barker said in the start about indicator called LinReg. So let's check that indicator out and see what we think about that. We're gonna go always to the daily time frame, you know, for new indicators, because it's easy to see where that. So it's called LinReg, linear regression channel, or this linear. I don't know, John. John, if you're in the chat, what was it? This one, JDLT. Linear. This is linear regression channel. Whatever this is, but it's not being respected. I don't know. Maybe you can actually change it. Length, close, upper division. So you can, you know, this is probably some kind of standard division or something like that. Yeah, probably some kind of standard division or something like that. Upper, lower, show person. I don't know. This is probably some math stuff. I don't probably need that. Stand lines. Stand lines, right? Style. The top one. The LinReg is the linear regression channel. This one. It's not community script LinReg. It's this channel. The channel, right? So yeah. If you change the length up here 200, what we get that? Yeah. So 50 looks nice. 100 is not be respect, but 200 should be respect, because you know it's following some kind of moving averages, I'm guessing. Yeah, and the standard deviation towards ups, I don't know why it's actually at 3, because you know 2 should probably look better. Yeah, 2 looks better. Yeah, this actually looks very nice, man. This actually looks very nice. Still, it looks like very nice, you know. And if we believe this trick, I don't know how. Now I don't know math behind this, you know. I'm not that smart, but you know, it does look okayish. I don't know how to figure, you know, find these, but it's probably using moving average. I'm assuming that this is, you know, length. This is a moving average length, source close. Upper division is just how much from the standard. So he's calculating this line over here, and then he just takes, you know, standard deviation towards upside and downside by 2 times, and that's it. You know, and this is some kind of show person. This is some kind of number he's probably calculating for something that we don't need. You can extend also backwards and up or forward, and you get some kind of channel, you know. And the channel that does look indeed, in fact, very nice. And this is based on the on the 200 moving average, but you can probably based on the 50 moving average or something like that as well, and you'll get probably some kind of, you know, short third channel down here for whatever reason. And you know, even this channel up here looks very, very nice. But right now we are above the midline of the channel. Yeah, might be something to it, man. It's a nice indicator, you know. Now I haven't used it, so you know, it depends on which moving average you use up here, you know, the time frame up here, which time frame you use, and so forth. But it is calculating based on some kind of moving average, some kind of numbers, and you know, it's taking image from that. But you know, is this like, you know, a good thing to use for trading and stuff like that? You can do that. You can figure it out, and you can tell me, right? It is very good. Like all of the channels it actually finds, it's very good at finding channels. Let's see, 20 should be even shorter up here, something like this. Yeah, it's actually very good. I don't know how it does this. It is actually very, very good. If you look at the 1 hourly time frame up here, it's a little bit different up here, but it is very good at finding channels. Now these channels can be, of course, a little bit, you know, changed with lines and stuff like that, but it's very good at, you know, you can use this for, you know, finding channels on different time frames. You know, 200 moving average channel, show me a bigger channel up here on the 4 hourly time frame. On the 1 hourly time frame up here, you will see this channel over here. That's the channel that we've been drawing, you know, so, you know, it is very good. Well, that's my indicator. There you go, Mladen, that's your indicator. So 6.2 by the big if. Yeah, this is your indicator. It will help you find the channels. You know, you just use that. You can also change the standard deviation up here to 1.1. 1.1 does nothing. Yeah, it does a little bit up here. 1.1. You know, it can help you, you know, figure out, you know, find nice channels without actually looking. It's actually very good. It's actually a very good indicator for finding channels. Now it is not very precise, but it's very good. It looks very good. John, thank you for the tip. It is very nice. It is very nice, a nice indicator. Now, how much these lines are getting respected? Because if you look at on daily time frame up here, for example, and you look at it, like it is the top line over here, 2 standard deviation is being nicely respected. Bottom lines up here is nicely respected, but you know, it looks good. It looks very good. It looks very good. Thanks, John. Yeah, everybody say thank to John. Thanks, John. It's a very nice. It's not often that people come to the chat and you know, show me a good indicator, but this is actually very nice. This is actually very nice. And you know, it's not something that you use exclusively for trading. You know, just use the indicator, stuff like that. But you can change the length of the which moving average you want to use. Maybe you want to use, you know, what are people using? 21 or something like that, or you know, 55 for whatever reason people are using it for. You know, Fibonacci numbers and stuff like that, you know, and then you can go into time frames. You can try to figure out where the channels lies and stuff like that. Very good indicator. Yeah, we like, but my channels are slightly better. Yeah, but it gives you indication where the channel is. Sometimes it's not, you know, just eyeballing the chart. It's not very easy to, you know, you can see there's some kind of channel here, maybe some kind of channel, but it's not often, you know, it might give you a little bit hint on where the channel actually is, and maybe your lines could be a little bit better, you know. Anything that can improve your lines, man. Anything that can improve your lines. Yeah, we like the indicator, man. We like the indicator. We like the indicator. Start with the channel indicator and just to make it perfect. Yeah, I mean, you can use this over here, for example, as some kind of indication there is some kind of downward channel over here, and then you can, you know, use the, our, human emotion to make it a little bit better. But, you know, it gives you kind of indication where the channel is. It might be even very good. Maybe this is actually built for, 200 moving average. 200 moving average on the daily time frame up here, which is actually very nice. Maybe it's built for, oftentimes some indicators are built for specific time frames, and then they kind of work on other time frames, but most people are actually focusing on the daily time frame, and when they're making indicators, they're focusing that on the daily time frame it's the most accurate indicator as it can be. And then if it's deviating a little bit more on the lower time frames or higher time frames, it's not that important. But people are trying always to min-maxing the indicator to be the best possible indicator on the daily time frame. At least from what I've noticed, right? So, on the daily time frame, it is very good. Let's try another line. Let's try if you use logarithmic chart up here. What happens then? Yeah, you cannot use logarithmic chart, but you get something like this over here. So it's for the regular chart. And let's use one last level, 666. What do we get then? Yeah, not that much, unfortunately. 2-day chart. Weekly, nothing. Let's go up here. Nah, it is kinda, let's do the chart. Logarithmic? Nah, you cannot use logarithmic chart on this. Let's go to the 4 hourly. 666. There you go, entire channel. Weekly MACD net. Yeah, weekly also looks okay. MACD also. Again, John, thanks for the indicator. We're gonna add it to our tools of you know, channel stuff. Bottom is on the monthly MACD, tough one. Yeah, monthly MACD also. So RSI very low. Yeah, we got the monthly closing. You can see right now that we are actually getting the change, guys. We are getting the change. We had a big long move towards upside, guys. This next month might just start, you know, pumping towards upside. Maybe this is the very bottom. Also, my own indicator down here flashed the bottom down here in June. My own indicator flashed bottom down here in this is, you know, 2014, 2011, 2000, you know, December 2019, and over here in June my very own indicator also flashed bottom on the monthly time frame. So, you know, there is that. You gotta certain stuff, but it does look good that it's actually, you know, because the tops, guys, when you're looking at MACD. When you're looking at the MACD, the tops are not actually on the crosses. The crosses are not the tops. The tops is actually this change up here. You can see up here the change. You can see the change up here. You know, that's when you get you know, the change. And the same thing up here. There was a little bit up here, change where you start going a little bit up and continue down. But you know, it's where the change is that you get the bottom. When the cross happens, cross is only confirmation of okay, now the trend is confirmed in that direction or something like that, right? The XY is moving down. Yeah, it is, but it's not that much. We just look at it. So we wanted to get this pivot point down here on the MACD, because this pivot point will tell us that you know, the pivot point will tell us that down here that there is some kind of bottom over here. So everything goes into the direction of the bottom, guys. Everything goes into the direction of the bottom. Now let's take 5 minutes break, guys, and after that we're gonna find something to trade towards upside, because I will long something. I don't know what, but we will long something. We'll look at the charts, we'll try to find something to long, and we're gonna do that. If you enjoyed it so far, and if this is the only reason why you came to the channel, you know, hit the like button on the way out. There we go, guys. Scared chickens to sell time. Fake stunt by. Tell me there are chickens here. There are no chickens, man. Glimmer long. Is on QCon. It should be on QCon. There we go. It says more time frame. Oh, this is monthly. Yeah, everything looks long. Like this over here looks very nice. Of course, it can dump down, but you know its probability is towards upside up here, because it is slowing down up here. It is kind of flattened out up here on the bottom. So yeah, definitely might be long position up here. We might actually even check the glimmer up here on the small time frames. It's still inside this, you know, channel up here. Bitcoin trying to break towards upside a little bit up here, still, you know, hitting major resistance, so forth. Let me just draw the lines up here, because maybe something like this over here. Expanding channel towards downside. This looks actually very bullish towards upside up here right now. Once it breaks something like, I think 19.2, 19.3, it might actually, you know, pump. Chicken here. So Bitcoin looks good. It is getting to resistance, but there's that. This thing pumped big time over here. It had this big channel towards down here that broke towards the upside, came to the next resistance up here at the top. And then it went all the way up there, right now pulling back a little bit. Maybe a little bit more down. Maybe a little bit more down before again another move towards the upside, but right now it's going towards the upside over here. It was going upside over here and it broke this channel towards the upside big time. So maybe the reason we are looking at RSR, it's because RSR has mainnet coming out, so you know it's still very much what are you gonna say? It's still very much viable long position, right? Sitting on the support line down here. Falcon, ICP and Lit. Why are you buying these, you know, these random coins? That's 57 cents. I think it's going down to around 50k before massive bull trap lasting till 2211. This line, not much respect for June, July super moons though. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect the moons. I don't want to disrespect the moons. ETV is on the, you know, it's consolidating up here still. There's some kind of, you know, there might be some kind of line up here, but you know I don't see it because it's not being respected that much. You know, if this was something like this over here, it kind of broke already on the downside. So I'm a little bit, you know, on the edge when it comes to both Luna and ETV. This double bottom here on double bottom down here on Cardano looks very nice. So you got this kind of, you know, double bottom down here. And right now you're pushing this towards upside. So as soon as it gets above this line over here, this might actually go towards the upside, right? And you can see down here that it is hugging the moving averages with these wicks on the downside. So there is definitely buying going on, holding, trying to break this towards upside. But you know, and the upside right now, you know, it's 0.5% up here, and then you know depends on how high it actually goes. But this double bottom down here on 1 hour does look nice. Extensions towards downside down here. Do we have a kind of divergence up here? I think there is divergence. Yeah, there is slight divergence up here. Very slight divergence, but it's actually good. So we got a slight divergence, we got some kind of double bottom on 1 hourly time frame, we got some kind of trend line above us as well. Over here. Maybe something like this up here. Some kind of trend line. So it looks like it wants to break towards the upside. Dude, why? Press because they are 9% discount. Literally the worst coins. Check Ape. Yeah, we like ApeCoin. We don't like Filecoin. We like ApeCoin. I don't know much about, you know, Filecoin or Lit. I don't know what Lit is, but I do know that ICP, there are too many bag holders, man. Too many bag holders. Too many bag holders. There is that. So we're gonna put, you know, we're gonna pop a couple of trades up here. Also, this line up here, the trend line over here, looks very interesting. What was that? 200 moving average. This trend line over here looks very interesting. Something like this. I think it should be below here. Might be above there. Something like this. Looks very interesting. So it needs to get above this line, you know, but this might be just the first move up here to get to the line up here to the top. So from over here, it's like 1%, but downside, it's 1% up, 1%, you know, it's 1% down, it's 1% up. But if it goes up here and then breaks towards the upside, you know, you're definitely gonna see a lot more gains. But you know, if you say that, you know, we put stop loss down here at 1%, give or take, and just go long up here on this move, that might actually be nice. So let's do that. I'm just gonna log in a KuCoin and we're gonna set up the trades. We're also gonna look at the trades we did last time. Just log in up here. There we go. Let's go to Futures Classic. Find me. Thanks, man. Forgot about that. As you can see here, we don't have any positions open. All our positions got stopped out. I did a 20x long on Bitcoin yesterday as well. That got stopped out. It was up, you know, a lot at one point. Our sand trade, you know, got also stopped out. Every single trade we do gets stopped out. But we are still up, you know, 305. We started 219 something bucks, 219 and 300 bucks. You know, we are not actually losing money, you know. So, and mostly because of the ape long I did. This was like 50x long down here. But every other trade you got stopped at, literally. And you know, the problem is that we are not taking profits. Like Sand should have been, you know, 30% profit taken, but we changed the. We moved our, you know, take profit line towards the upside and then never got hit, and then it hit, you know, our stop loss. You know, we're gonna put new trades. Eventually this has to go up and we're gonna make money, right? That's the Links looks like it's better long. It's resting on the support. We're gonna check it out. We can do Link long as well, but you know, I want to put in Cardano long over here right now. So we're gonna do that. Let's go to ADA right now and put a long here on ADA. It has a small divergence on the 4 hourly, it has double bottom on the 1 hourly, it is hugging the moving average. You know, there are a couple of indications that might actually, you know, perform well. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it, and it's one, so we're gonna do actually 10x on this one. 25% 10x, because if it goes down 1%, that's 10, you know, you lose 10% of 25%, that's 2.5% loss, which is perfectly fine, right? So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna buy long up here. There we go. Order filled. We got a position and we gotta put stop loss immediately up here on this baby up here right now, and the stop loss is gonna be at 4178. 0.4178. That's gonna be a loss again of 7.5 bucks or something like that. That's fine. So we got a stop loss up here. It's pretty much taken care of, and you know, we're not gonna take profit because we are gonna bet that this, after it actually reaches up here towards the upside, this is actually gonna break towards the upside. So we're gonna not put any kind of take profit up here. We're gonna see how this actually, how well this actually does if it goes towards the upside. 705 entry. Okay, let's check out Link and see what Link is doing. Link also on the down here. You can see I had a 50x long up here, liquidation down there, and that was this was the Link down here. I think it was over here. I actually long Link, and you can see what happened with the trade. This was 50x long Link down here. I think that was the Link. Let me see our close positions. Link. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I put it in the I think after it went towards upside, I think I put it in the, you know, I put my you know, close. No, sorry. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so the Link trade went like this over here. It was actually quite nice. I think we can look at its 5-minute chart up here. It was actually quite nice. Link was 50x long, and I longed it right up on this line up here. I think I longed over here. I longed Linked over here, and you can see here we never actually got to my, and I put once it started going towards upside, I put my stop loss over here. Now this was the liquidation down here, but I put the stop loss on down here. Now this is on Binance, and on Binance we never actually reached the level, but I did the trade on Qcoin, and on Qcoin we actually you know went I think we went down to something like 68 down here, 68 down here, and I got, you know, stopped out. But it was a very good trade. You know, it could have you know, I could have gotten, you know, massive gains up here on the trade, but you know, it's one of those things that happens, right? Just barely get stopped out. It was a nice trade. It was a nice trade. Now we can look at it. Now Link is a lot further towards downside down here, so we can check it out what's happening down here. There was some kind of falling wedge right now that's actually breaking towards upside, downside here. Let's see up here. Maybe it's something like this. Maybe it's, you know, holding this falling wedge towards downside. It is extending a little bit on the. Let me see extensions down here. Nah, it's not that extended like over here, but it's just slowly. Even you got even this, you know, falling wedge down here on my indicator. You got the, you know, some kind of falling wedge down here on this indicator coming down to the, you know, bottom down. Right now it's at 32 on the 4-hourly. On the daily is hitting this, you know, 44 level that's been in support previously. So yeah, we can definitely do a long on, and we also got the divergence on the 4-hourly time frame up here, but we got a big technically if it goes up here, you know, it's gonna correct the divergence, but it is kind of scary because there is, will be creating this sorry, this where is it, up here, divergence on the upside as well. So maybe it's gonna do 1, 2, 3 and then go towards the upside. Maybe it's gonna do this third move. So what we're gonna do is, how much is towards downside, or how much you know 2%. Let's do a trade and say just it's not gonna do a lower low. It's gonna go maybe a little bit up here, go down here, and then create a higher low, and it's gonna go down. So we can bet on that. So 2% down. We're gonna do 5x on this on Link. Still gonna do 25%. So let's do a Link trade as well. Now 25% is not a full 25% of the account, but you know, whatever. And we're gonna do 5x on Link. 5% buy long. There we go. We're not trying to, you know, being very, very precise, but yeah, just in ballpark here down here. That's 2% down from wherever we are. 6984. And let's add the stop loss also on this one up here. 6984. Did I say 6984? $5. Is it 6984? Yeah, 6984. Stop loss at 6984 up here. Confirm. There we get a stop loss on Link as well. It's all good. I'm high on WeChain at the moment. $10 from Lion Petrov. WeChain, why? I thought Chile was your baby. WeChain. But Binance, you can see this. This shows when you see the chart like this with these very weird, wicks towards the upside and downside. This shows lack of liquidity, lack of volume on the price. So you want to see something like. You want to see something like. Wait, this 1 hourly, maybe here. Yeah, this is almost like normal chart, right? You see that opens, closes and stuff like that. There is no big huge wicks or something like that. But when because there is a lot of volume kicking in, right? But when you see chart like this over here, where there is a lot of these, weird wicks and moves, you can see how the chart looks very weird because of these wicks towards upside and downside. This is because the price moves without actually buying and selling. You see these also 3 red candles in a row because it went down here, it started up here again, it went down, it started up here again, it went down. So they are moving the price without actually buys and sells. Check the new indicator for what? Yeah, what's up with VeChain, man? Let's get a little bit bigger time frame up here, and let's go to the daily time frame. He probably found some kind of channel on VeChain. It could rock. Great show as usual. Any chance you can check out Polygon-matic, please? Massive move incoming, big things ahead. There's always big things ahead, doesn't matter what kind of, but I did check out Matic, and Matic actually looks better than a lot of other coins. You can see here it is kind of climbing the moving averages up here. It is still below the resistance. It's still below the resistance up here, but it is having this, the climb towards the resistance up here. So if it can manage to break whatever this level is, 777, it just might actually pop up all the way to 81, maybe even higher than that. I haven't actually looked at. You see this engulfing candle up here, so we're not going to use that. Maybe something like this over here. Yeah, 50 moving average up here. I think everything has some kind of falling wedge on the downside right now. Maybe it should be this over here. I don't see. Maybe it's some kind of channel over here that I'm unaware of. But the bottom line, the support line is actually quite good, and you can see here we hit it, quite extensively up here. Over here we overshoot it, but over here, and over here we hit the line very nicely. So the line is very nice. So it looks like it's coming to some kind of bottom up here, and I like that it's actually climbing towards the upside. We might actually put a long on, but how much is it? The downside down here is like 11%, so it is huge. It's huge, and this on the daily time frame. Let's zoom in a little bit more up here. We had 2 fails to stay above the 20. This is first fail, and then this is the second fail. Right now, getting rejected by that. I don't have a problem with centralization if it makes money. There you go. Letting knows what it's all about. I remember back in the day, when I said back in the day, it's not that long ago, it's only 4 years ago, but, and people are still talking about, centralization versus decentralization versus centralization, and everybody's like, oh, but this coin is so centralized, and then coin pumps to the moon, right? Oh my god, this thing is so, this blockchain is so centralized, this is not what the, blockchain was built for, blah, 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 and then it goes towards upside. Like, let me ask you, like man says, do you really care whether something is decentralized or centralized? Whether something is a rug pull or not a rug pull? Do you really care about if something is a legit project or not legit project? If it goes up like 100x, right? People like to, scream and yell that they do care about these things, and they do care about, but they do care about more about money. So, they will look through, and when something good comes out, if there is a chance to make money on a meme coin, they'll forget all about decentralization, rug pulls, Ponzi schemes, and they will say, no, this is good, this is a legit project. So this consolidation up here looks nice. It went up here very nicely, and right now consolidating up here, trying to break up here. But if it actually breaks, it's gonna be very nice. We might be living on the hopium again because we are not above the resistance. We just coming to that resistance right now, but you know, it might go towards the upside. Yeah, damn right. I'm only here for one thing and one thing only: making money. Who cares about decentralization? People do actually care about that. People do actually care about centralization or decentralization, but they care only long enough until something comes out that, you know, breaks all their beliefs, but they still make money and they're still gonna go for the money. So I don't. Also, people also like to care about that. You know, we want everybody wants to make money. We all gonna be rich. You know, we're gonna win over the, you know, the rich guys. You know, over the bankers, over everybody. You know, it's the people versus everybody. No, you buying down the bottom and selling the top makes some grandma or some poor woman, you know, 3 kids living alone, losing money. Because for you to make money, somebody needs to lose money. That's the way the game works. That's literally the game way. The way game works. You are not taking money from the bankers. Bankers are buying down at the bottom with you. You're taking money from other poor people. I mean, that, unfortunately, that's how the game works. The Ponzi schemes, the guys who are first in are taking money, you know, from everybody that comes later. You know. People who know are taking money from the people who don't know. Unfortunately, that's the way of life. Now, you can be as much, you know, what it's called, good person as you would like to be, and you want everybody to make money and stuff. The only way for everybody to make money is to never sell. Like, if nobody ever sells, that means you're never taking money, and, you know, price just keeps on going up until all the supply is drained out. But it's unrealistic, right? So somebody gotta lose money. Unfortunately, in this game, somebody gotta lose money. I get it, centralized coins can pump too, but they are riskier to dump than coins. Space for, like yourself. Just being efficient on the risk versus return curve. Yeah, so there's that. Also, the RSI. I think RSI might actually hit the 50, but it is on some kind of bottom up here. It has been, you know, consolidating down here on the. It's been consolidating on the uptrend, on the 1 hourly up here. This, you know, it can definitely go back to this line down here as well. Nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna touch RSR. Yeah, I know you're not forcing anybody to sell or something like that, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, for you to make money, somebody has to lose money. That's the way of the game, unfortunately. That's why I buy Nano, fill ICP now when it's low to sell high. Smash like. Anyways, guys, we got 2 trades. I'm a little bit. I got certain stuff to do, but we got 2 trades going on. Link and Cardano over here. I'm not gonna put any take profit targets up here. I'm just gonna watch the charts and see if it actually breaks the level, because if it starts going down immediately, then, you know, we already stopped up. If it starts going up, then I'm gonna put move stop losses to the entry points, and then see if it breaks the resistance. If it breaks the resistance, I'm gonna put stop making me feel guilty. And if it breaks the resistance, we're gonna you know, put some kind of take profit targets. I'm still thinking we are doing a bad decision, guys. I'm still thinking that, you know, long in a downtrend is a bad way to do. We are still in a downtrend. We still haven't broken anything over here. This can definitely, you know, there is more probability for this to continue going down than to continue going towards the upside. This is Shiba. I don't know why I opened Shiba right now, but, you know, you can see even Shiba is up here to some kind of resistance up here. This also does not look that good for, if this is some kind of falling wedge, this doesn't look for a falling wedge, because oftentimes it goes a little bit down here and then breaks out. So, you know, if Shiba goes down, maybe everything is gonna go down. So I think that, you know, we have been longing way too much in a downtrend. We have been longing because we have always been betting we have been too hopeful, and we have always been betting towards the upside. MC looks like Bitcoin wants to move up a little though. Yeah, it looks like, but is it actually gonna move out? That's the big question. Even I am thinking like this looks nice. It wants to move up, but it just kind of not doing it. You know, not really taking money. Skid your eyes. I see a bear flake. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. We got 2 trades going on, so there's that. We been streaming for 1 hour and 50 minutes. We are getting better. We're getting better. The trades are going faster. The Bitcoin daily is going faster. So it's good, you know, it's good that I don't use like 2-3 hours on the trades over here. And as you can see right now, there is no trigger anxiety anymore. When you're posting, when you're not doing too much leverage with your 100% of your account, there should not be that much trigger anxiety. You know, trigger anxiety is when you're afraid to make the trade. If you have that problem, lower the how much of the account you're using, lower the leverage, and you'll feel a lot easier about it. That at least that's what I found out, you know, because when I do 400 million challenge and I do 100% of the count on with the 10%, I really got you know, trigger anxiety kicking in every single time, because if you mess the trade, you mess, you know, big portion of your account up, right? So, you know, there's that. I mean, the wins are bigger, but the losses are also terrible. The losses are terrible. But doing like 25% with, you know, 2, 3, 5x, even 10x on a tight stop loss is, you know, zero trigger anxiety, zero trigger anxiety. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna do another Bitcoin, you know, trading daily tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We're also gonna look at how the trades went. So, you know, be sure to get back here until then. And until then, join KuCoin. Gems, guys, gems. Buy gems. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.